In an effort to find their boss a boyfriend, Homer and his best friend threw a party at home. When Smith, the guest of honor, arrived, Homer immediately introduced him to a handsome man. Smith instantly caught on. "You're setting the boss up with someone so he'll go easier on you?" Wishful thinking, Smith walked over to the bar and ordered a drink. The bartender, noticing how tense he was, offered an impromptu chiropractic adjustment. Smith immediately felt refreshed and asked how he'd done it. The bartender invited him to dinner to explain further. Later, Smith told Homer, "I'm stealing your bartender," and casually granted Homer a few days off. Homer's celebration began instantly. Meanwhile, Mr. Huang activated his secretary's dedicated pager. The secretary, who was on a date, saw the message but chose to ignore it. The two went jogging together, fishing together, and even shared a drink in Mr. Huang's office. The next day, the secretary swaggered into the office. Mr. Huang announced he wanted to dictate his autobiography and ordered the secretary to take notes. "I have other plans. Nothing else matters when you're with me. Now take my picture." "I won't. I'm resigning." The secretary hadn't expected to actually say it, but he did. Mr. Huang, however, wasn't about to let anyone quit on him. He triggered a hidden trap mechanism, but the secretary effortlessly dodged every attack. "You forget who installed this system," the secretary remarked. So Mr. Huang hired a new secretary. When Lenny asked for time off to attend his sister's funeral, Mr. Huang made his signature move: release the hounds. The new secretary asked, "What does that mean?" "It means unleashing vicious dogs to tear him to pieces." "Wouldn't that make me criminally liable?" But Mr. Huang insisted. The secretary replied, "I'd like to see how you treat those dogs first." After an inspection by animal protection authorities, the place was shut down. Elsewhere, Smith and the bartender were dining at a restaurant. The bartender suggested a trip to his hometown, Cuba. The journey began quickly, and Smith was captivated by Cuba's exotic charm. Just when he thought he'd finally forgotten about Mr. Huang, a person wearing a mask eerily similar to Mr. Huang's face approached. The secretary was startled until the mask was removed, revealing the bartender. "Does this mask remind you of him? Do you treat me the way you treated him? Does everything remind you of him? I bet even that mural of him being expelled from Cuba in 1959 makes you think of him. I need someone who's fully devoted to me." "Well, maybe not fully. Let's be honest, have you given me the red light?" The secretary said no. The bartender put the mask back on, dancing and crying at the same time. Back home, Mr. Huang was falling apart. Every replacement secretary had only caused more trouble. His lawyer advised, "You need to get him back. Offer him money. A lot of money. Maybe what's needed is a sincere apology. Put it first on my agenda for tomorrow." The two met at a restaurant. Mr. Huang pulled something out of his jacket, but the secretary spoke first. "I don't want money or some letter written by your lawyers. I want to know why you want me back." Only then did Mr. Huang realize the secretary genuinely cared about him. He handed over the secretary's performance review. It was excellent. The secretary was satisfied. Just like that, they made up.